Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Match Betting Chronicles. And today I want to show you one of the most fatal mistakes in match betting, and that is queuing a lay when you're busy. So I was checking my settled bets on Matchbook, and I got a nice little surprise here. I've got £46.88 profit on Doncaster Rovers, and that surprised me because I never backed them. So I'm £46.88 up here. But had this gone the other way, I could be 300 down. I mean, this was a massive mistake, and I'll tell you how it happened. I saw Doncaster on the odds matcher at 7.7 to back, and 7.74 to lay. So if we just go into the thing, that shows a decent plus EV bet. If I bet £50, I'm only taking a loss of £2.72 or £3.12 if I want to underlay. But by the time I got onto the exchange, they drifted to 7.6. So I now needed a loss of 3.93 to get on that game. And to be honest, that is still plus EV, and I could have done it, but I wanted 7.4. I wanted to try and reduce my qualifying losses. So I queued on Matchbook for 7.4, which was obviously unmatched. Now this was Saturday morning, I think, and I had to go out soon. I only really had 15 minutes to get on some matches for the 2-ups. So I should never have queued this because I completely forgot. I forgot I'd queued this. I had no back, and I went out. So for the day. And look at this liability. Sorry, I did 3.4. The liability is 302.72. So if Doncaster won, I'd have lost £302 and had no back bet to cancel that out. So that would be a complete disaster. And you know, this happens to people. I mean, it's gone in my favour, and yeah, I'm a little bit happy about this, but really I shouldn't be happy. I've got to cut these habits out, because that could have easily have gone the wrong way. And I find that mistakes like this, they kind of do even themselves out. So because I've got a lucky mistake, I'm due a bad one now. I also had a lucky mistake a few months ago where I backed one team and I laid the opposition, and I won on both sides. I don't know how I managed to do that. That is such a big mistake, but it's worked out, and I'm very lucky. But I know there's going to be an unlucky mistake coming. Everyone who's been doing this long enough will tell you that the good and bad even themselves out. And you don't want to be making these mistakes where it could cost you a lot of money. So what I would say is do not queue when you're busy. I mean, it's fair enough if you can watch it, keep an eye on it, you got time and day, yeah, go for the queue. Or write down what unmatched bets you have. And I'll show you, for those new people watching, I'll show you why people do queue. So if we jump on the odds matcher at the moment, let's see what's available. Okay, Nice is a good one. So you can back them at 4.5. You can lay them on Matchbook at 4.8. And this is a plus EV bet. So say if you got on with £100, you could lay them for £93.75. You'd have a qualifying loss of £6.25. which is slightly high in some people's eyes, but it's a plus EV bet. Now, it's slightly higher for many match bettors, so what they'd want to do is to try and get this qualifying loss a bit lower. So if we go for 4.7, they knock £2 off, and now they can get on this match for £4.24. So to jump on Matchbook, and here's the game. The layouts are 4.8, and all you do is you change the lay to 4.7. And now we need to know how much to back at 4.7. It's 95.74. They put 95.74 in, and they press that, and it will be an unmatched bet. But what it will do is, you see at 4.7 there's £475. It will add the 95 to that. So basically you'd be in a queue. So whoever's put £475 in is first. So if anyone backs at 4.7, they get matched. But after that, you'll have your £95.74. And if someone backs, you can get your lay bet matched. And many people who do 2-ups like to queue because they want to reduce their qualifying losses. But it is dangerous. I mean, if it starts to drift, then they take a higher qualifying loss. So you could have an unmatched bet on this, and instead of 4.7, it could go to 4.9. And now they've got to take £8.18 in qualifying loss, and it becomes a non-EV bet, basically. But for people who do a lot of 2-ups, it's kind of fun to queue. You know, they hope they can get more right than wrong. Sometimes you end up queuing and you can take a perfect match. So you can get 4.5 and 4.5. Get on it for nothing. But you know, a lot of the times you'll have a few good ones, and one that goes the wrong way can wipe out all the savings on the ones that went well. So you do have to be careful. But it can be a bit of fun. I'm not advising you to do it. But what I am going to say is, if you are into queuing, don't make my mistake. Make sure you got enough free time to keep an eye on your bets, because you don't want to be forgetting about a lay bet and going out, especially if it's on high odds. You know, you can lose a lot more than you can win. So in my case, what have I got? I've won £46.88, but if it went wrong, I'm having a loss of £300, which is massive. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and let me know if you've had a similar situation here. I want to hear about your lucky mistakes and unlucky mistakes. I know, unfortunately, it's happened to a few match bettors where they've done this on the wrong horse at high odds, and it's won, and they've lost a lot of money. But hopefully for them, it will. I'm sure it will even itself out if they carry on match betting. I listened to another guy, Pips Bet, an ARB hunter. He's been doing it 20 years, and he said the same, that these, even if you take a big loss, don't worry, because it does even itself out. You will get a lucky mistake. Take care, guys.